us here on TV 18. Grab a cup of coffee, sit back, relax. We've got a great show for you. Sam Miller, Grand Lake Chamber, is going to stop by, talk about Constitution Week. You don't know what it is? Me either. Let's find out about it. Nick Meyer's going to be here with Colorado Headwaters Land Trust. Some cool things to learn from him. Of course, Cooper Creek Square, big thanks to them. We'll talk with Stephanie Carey a little bit about what's coming up and what happened this summer. And, of course, Sarah.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Our hiking guru.
Yes.
You've been all over.
I've been hiking a lot.
Yeah.
So,
what did you bring? You brought things. Tell me. First, let's start with what you've been hiking.
A little bit of everything.
Okay.
Some in the park, some in Never Summer, Indian Peaks, Arapahoe National Forest, Byers Peak Wilderness. I mean, they're all in the area, so it's kind of it's hard to pick and choose.
Taking pictures and walking us through it. It's like I was there.
So, because I'm always taking pictures, I'll show you one of the things that I brought. This is something I just added to my backpack. Now, you don't normally need this. I mean, it's kind of like one of those things, I don't want to say a luxury, but it is a luxury.
Yeah, totally.
But with all the cameras that I bring, I want to keep them charged so I can take pictures.
Right, so cool gadgets.
So the Goal Zero it's a solar charger.
This is amazing.
Yep, it's really lightweight. It's got a little USB plug right in the side.
What?
Yeah. So basically you set this out in the sun.
Okay.
And then take your phone or tablet charger and plug it in.
Right.
And it starts charging.
So sun has to be on it while it's charging.
Yeah.
It doesn't like store energy.
No, but you can get little battery packs for it to plug it in and then charge those batteries and have the stored power as well. Now the one thing with this version, the Nomad, if you have an Apple product, you need to be aware that it needs direct sunlight. So if a cloud goes over or anything like that,
it doesn't like it.
It gives you a warning signal. So I didn't know that, and I have Apple products, so you have to make sure that you have like direct sunlight, no clouds.
Wow,
nothing. I know.
Who knew?
Yeah,
but you use it to keep your cameras charged.
And everything else.
Cool.
Like I said, it's a luxury,
Totally.
so you don't necessarily need it on short hikes. Like one overnight, I won't bring it, because I have usually some spare batteries.
But you've been going crazy and gone for days.
Couple days at a time,
How many people charge?
Just one at a time. It only charges one at a time.
Okay. Cool. What is it called again?
This is the Goal Zero Nomad, and Goal Zero is known. I mean, they do solar charging stuff, and they have like bigger things too for houses and stuff like that as well.
Cool. What other gadgets did you bring us?
This is one of my favorite things. It's a backpacking chair.
I love it.
It's lightweight.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm just gonna open it up. It's really easy to set up, and it's super lightweight. And even when I'm packed out to the max, I usually bring it because I just want to sit down and relax.
Right,
you know?
no kidding, and not on a rock somewhere.
Right. I mean, sometimes that has to do.
This is so cool. When you overnight camp, do you bring a tent, or do you sleep under the stars?
No. I mean, you know how the weather can be around here, so you definitely need to bring a tent.
Yeah.
I've been on trips where it just rains the whole time.
Right. That would be miserable.
Let's see if I can.
Which you could probably also use this as a rain cover.
And this is made by Alite Designs.
I love it.
And you basically...
I love it. Look at that. Just kind of like a Crazy Creek, but it's a little mobile one.
Now the thing with this version is that you have to balance on these two, so you have to have your feet down.
Well, if this table wasn't here, I'd have you demonstrate.
And I tend to fall over in it
at
least once or twice. If you have a little after hike beverage. So this is really nice.
Very nice.
It's very minimal, very lightweight.
Yeah.
Always a must when I go backpacking. Because it's so small, I can usually just shove it on the side of my pack and be done with it. Yep.
Favorite hike this summer?
I'm trying to think. I think it's a local favorite of a lot of people, Crater Lake. It has Lone Eagle in the background.
Yeah.
It's Muir and Crater Lake are kind of right next to each other, and Triangle Lake is back there too. It's in the Indian Peaks Wilderness. I kind of have the book open.
Yeah.
Right here. It's about 7.5 miles back.
Okay.
It's all uphill, but it's pretty gradual. It depends. I mean, we had pretty heavy packs, so it took.
Right.
I mean, it felt like a lot
Got
longer
it.
and a lot steeper.
Right.
Because we were carrying a lot of weight.
Yeah.
But that's one of my favorites so far.
Any climbing?
Yes. So we did attempt to climb Lone Eagle. I'm like a very novice climber right now. So we ended up turning around about 200 feet from the top because of weather and stuff too. And but climbing's one of those things that you can't really mess around with.
Right.
So
no kidding.
Yeah. So I just started climbing this summer too. So a lot of the times we'll bring our climbing gear as well as our backpacking stuff. So that's why the packs get so heavy.
Yeah.
The climbing gear is not. It's not super light.
Right.
The
right.
rope alone,
Carabiners and exactly.
The rope alone is pretty heavy.
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah,
fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. What else? You got some trail maps here. Best ones you're finding?
Yeah, this is just the National Geographic trail map for the Indian Peaks.
Okay.
I like the Indian Peaks. That's where Crater Lake is.
Yeah.
And this brand, the National Geographic brand, is fairly reliable. So I like to use these.
Right. Right. And the book you have?
Yep, and that's one of my favorite books is the Grand County, of course. Hiking in Grand County.
What? This is a cool book.
Yep.
Just goes through all of the things. Is it relatively accurate?
Yes. Sometimes the directions to the trailhead, the mileage can be off a little bit, and sometimes the turns can be off a little bit.
But the direction is.
But it's pretty accurate.
And it tells you if you can have a dog.
Yep.
That's so nice. I should get myself one of these.
And every place except for Rocky Mountain National Park, the dogs are welcome.
Right, but it tells you if it has to be on a leash or not. That's awesome. Cool.
Mm-hmm. And it has all the mileage and the elevation. The elevation gain is a huge thing around here. So you can know what to be prepared for when you start off on the trail.
Right, right. Cool. So we're going to take a quick break.
Okay.
Dad, if you're watching this, you're going to get this for Christmas, so get ready. We'll be back here on TV 18. We're going to talk about animals and Scat Guide and what you should know about all of that kind of stuff, so stay tuned.